Scheiße.
Da ist er!
Gib mir
Los!
my gun.
Herr Jansen, we were told to carry guns.
To protect yourself, but not to hunt. I can't stand much more of this.
10's no good. Has to be twice as many to pay.
Could you have stood 20 of those?
Pardon me, there's something wrong with the toilet. The flush doesn't work. You see my...
I'll fix it!
I'm rushing up to flush you.
Hey, these are Russian letters, aren't they?
Yes, and this is a Russian bucket. A souvenir, you might say.
How come?
Look over there. Barentsburg, the Russian capital of the Arctic.
You mean there are Russians here?
Sure, ma'am. More than 3,000 of them. 5 helicopters, their own heliport, armored snow tracks, you name it, they've got it.
I thought Spitsbergen was Norwegian.
Yes, it is.
So why does your government allow it?
A mouse doesn't pick a fight with a bear, does it?
Du wolltest hier kommen. Ja, es war ein Fehler. Ich komme niemals zurück. Niemals.
Here he comes.
Where is my gun?
What do you think you are doing?
Just saving polar bears from people like you.
Then I refuse to pay for this trip.
In that case,
This is where you get off. It was only a joke. Put me down. Put me down.
It'd be so romantic, he says. The land of the midnight sun. Well, I don't need romance, George. I need comfort. I could have found more comfort in Alcatraz.
You want to go to Alcatraz? I'll take you to Alcatraz. Believe you me. I'll take you.
How did it go this time?
Hardly covers the cost of the bloody fuel.
Nothing but clicks and glossy pictures, eh?
Can't you fix up anything better?
Remember those oilmen at Sarstangen? Not much oil there. Now the firm that hired them the equipment wants us to fetch a bulldozer they left behind. But they don't want it back. They want us to lose it on the way to the mainland. Insurance!
The money will have to be good.
The money is okay, but there is more to it than that. What would you say to getting paid twice for the same job?
Lars, one day you'll cheat yourself.
You go and find her, and I'll bring you a beer.
The whole point is they have no right to establish permanent bases on this island, which is precisely what we are allowing them to do. But the way all our governments tackle the Spitsbergen question, you wouldn't think it was a part of Norway.
The Russians are here to mine coal. Under the Spitsbergen Treaty, they have a perfect right to do that.
Yes, but not to build helicopter bases without permission from the Norwegian government. And what happens if one of them crashes? They clear the wreckage within 3 hours. Those helicopters are being used for military purposes. Don't tell me anything else.
The government knows what it's doing. We've declared neutrality.
We stopped being neutral when we joined NATO. Look, here is Greenland, with a large American base in Thule. Here is Iceland, with 1,000 or so Americans in Keflavik. Here is northern Norway, stiff with NATO. And here are the Russians, with a huge naval base in Murmansk. And here is Spitsbergen. Naturally, the Russians want to make sure they can get control of it quickly.
Still at it.
So you're back again.
Okay.
We're a small country. We are no threat to anyone.
But NATO is, and we're a part of it. Why do you think the whole area is crawling with Russian submarines?
You can't play with both teams. Sooner or later, you end up as the ball.
But if you pump too much air into the ball, it'll burst.
You take it all as a great big joke, don't you?
The discussion? Yes. You and me? No.
You know, you're quite handsome. Don't go off all the time, Tommy.
But we get on all right just as we are, don't we?
You're like a frog in a well. You look up and you see a blue spot, and then you think that's the whole sky.
Ibsen or Chairman Mao?
Chairman Mao, I think.
My.
Yeah!
Have you seen my kids? I want to show you my kids. It's the most beautiful.
Not now, Lars. Not now!
There's space for one more.
Red Eva.
What's the time? I'm on the 8 o'clock shift. Are you going to stay there all day?
We call Robert. It's no use exchanging one pack of wolves for another. The balloon will burst when they want it to burst. Did you write this?
Yeah. It's for a meeting in Tromsø.
But that's what I think too. You asked me yesterday whether I took it all as a joke. Of course I do. And the joke is always on people like us.
Will you be away long?
A couple of weeks.
No funny business, eh? I might be in Tromsø when you get back.
I'll wait.
Governor Bakke sends his compliments. Bakke wants to see us.
All of us.
I've got to go to the airport and Sverre is getting the supplies. You go.
Why just me always?
He likes you.
Yeah, he likes you.
Hey, what's going on?
Remember that business of being paid twice for the same job? I have checked around a bit. Someone wants to buy a bulldozer. Hell, Tommy, we can sell the bulldozer they want us to get rid of. Everyone will be happy.
And then the two parties meet. This island's not that large.
We sell it in Greenland.
Oh, in Greenland.
Sarstang. We sail south to Tromsø, but when we get level with Bøhren, we sail west to Greenland.
If you put what we get for dumping the bulldozer with what we get for selling it, then we've almost got what we owe on the boat, haven't we?
Can I help you?
Bakke asked me to come.
Governor Bakke is very busy today. The Russian consul is waiting to meet the Minister of Justice and...
Consul Ivanov, nazie ministra justicja.
Welcome.
Sekretär ministra. Tam jej oficjalna. Wait. Anything against telling me what you're up to at the moment?
No. Sorry the others couldn't come. They have a lot to do.
You're a smart lot, aren't you, Jansen? You and your colleagues. Undercutting honest operators, stealing anything you can lay your hands on. You couldn't care less about laws or regulations. You're above them. But that's got to stop. From now on, I want to know every move you make. And please, stop playing pirates.
We see ourselves more as scrap dealers. But right now, we got a small freight job.
Bøhren er søk. Eskimo means a good place to live in the spring.
It only lifts 3.5 tons.
3.5 tons.
But how are we going to get it ashore then?
This is your problem. Delivery means delivery.
The bloody thing won't start!
Battery.
Bravo. 1 bulldozer, cash on delivery.
So, nani ayong ako? Ayong nila. Ayong nila.
I fixed it!
You're mad.
North Cape, winds gusting to gale force. Tromsø to South Spitsbergen, gale force winds with heavy seas. North Spitsbergen.
Now we'll have to report.
Seas light.
Sandy Hook calling ice for radio. Sandy Hook calling ice for radio. Sandy Hook calling ice for radio. Come in.
This is Ice Fuel Radio. We hear you, Sandy Hook. Come in, Sandy Hook. Come in, Sandy Hook.
We are southeast of Vere Island. We had a bulldozer with us that was to be delivered. But we had to dump it when we almost overturned. Further report when we come in. Over and out.
So what do we do now?
We can't sail into Longyear tomorrow. We'll have to go a roundabout way.
Northwards. Then we don't risk being seen.
Have a look at this trawler coming up on the port side.
Some trawler. Hey, Ivan! This is supposed to be a demilitarized zone. Or did I forget to tell you?
Arrogant bastards. They don't give a damn. There's a leak in the hydraulics. We'll have to put in somewhere.
Find somewhere, for Christ's sake.
Here. Keep us island.
Are you crazy?
It's the only place.
How did we get her in there with no steerage?
Damn it. We'll take her in manually. degrees to port! Straight Sparrow!
Fixed it with 4 hose clips and the leg of an old rubber boot. What? Okay, go down and fix it better yourself, and I'll go ashore with Tom.
I was just wondering if it was my boot.
We'll have to teach him to hunt reindeer.
Hold it!
Where's the photographer now?
Copper! 6 to 7 kilos a meter. 10 to 12 kroner per kilo.
What is it?
No idea. Maybe some kind of trekking station.
American?
Russian?
No markings. Bloody hell.
Норвежец! Норвежцы! Оружие! Норвежцы! Стой! Стрелять буду! Get me down!
Take his gun! Take it!
No!
Нет, нет, нет! Ребята! Успокойтесь! Не надо стрелять!
Watch out!
Это ошибка! Shoot! Shoot! Что? Вызовите вертолет! Твою мать! Помогите! Богу ради! Пустите! Откройте!
I really fouled it up this time, didn't I?
It wasn't you. It was all madness. You're gonna be all right.
You know, Tommy, the Eskimos have more than 40 words for kayak. Maybe 20 words for snow. But not one for war. If there's a life after death, we ought to live like Eskimos.
Sverre, the helicopter base is 350 miles away. Their cruising speed is
200.
So in less than 2 hours we can expect company.
They've blocked the frequency. We have seen something we shouldn't have seen, and we have killed a Russian.
I'm bound to think we'll make a straight run for home. If we go east of Bøhren's Island, then maybe we could mix in with the Trolls.
Forecast says fog. Let's hope they got it right.
Either we have lost them, or they are not coming.
Hope you're right. Hey, Tommy, help me up so I can do my watch.
You stay there. Lie quiet.
I can manage.
Okay! Where's that damn fog?
It's not down here, anyway.
Turn off the lights.
Maybe they just want to drop a sack of rubles. And a postcard asking us to forget the whole thing.
Shut up!
The fog's lifting. We'll hug the coastline. No point in making it easy for them.
Take her in! Take her in!
like a frog in a well.
Sverre!
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Sandy Hook, Sandy Hook, Sandy Hook, calling all ships, all ships, all ships. Sandy Hook, calling all ships. We have one man injured. Situation critical. We need immediate assistance. Position 78-22 north, 78-22 north, 20-40 east, 20-40 east. Repeat, one man injured. We need immediate assistance. One man injured. Request immediate assistance. Mayday, mayday, Sandy Hook, Sandy Hook, Sandy Hook, mayday, mayday!
We'll take her inshore. I'll find water for Sverre.
Yeah, I'll try and fix the engine.
I know. We should have insured her.
Skipper! Skipper!
Tom's going to Oslo for police interrogation. Bakkes orders.
Why?
Insurance fraud and theft of a bulldozer.
If I knew, I'd tell you.
You know those three. They stick together. Now, what's the real story? He must have said something on the way to the airport.
Nothing.
Just myself and the officers who took him to the airport. Right? Only his girlfriend, Eva Jelset. We'll do that.
Eric tells me that you found Tom.
Yeah, with Thorfinn. He was in the right state. He looked as though he'd been fighting on a coal heap.
Where did you find him?
Down by the governor's house.
Were the skips going?
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Have you told anyone else? Are you sure?
Of course. This place is just like a prison.
Call it voluntary detention. It's for your own safety.
It's Russian.
Where is Tom? I want to know where he is, what's happening to him, and why. And I want to know about Lars and Sverre and Sandy Hook. Unless I get some answers, Mr. Bucke. I'm going to make sure a lot of people ask a lot of questions and nobody can stop me.
I can't tell you anything at present. It's a question of security.
His or yours? Something has happened to Sandy Hook. Lars and Sverre, are they dead?
All I can tell you is that Tom Jansen is in safe hands.
I asked you where he was.
As soon as I can, I'll be in touch. But don't try and do anything stupid.
So the Russians are involved then?
If you start stirring things up, you put both Tom Jansen and yourself in great danger.
We want you to look at a number of photos and drawings of various types of Russian listening stations. Now take your time, and if you see one that looks like the one that you saw, you tell us, okay?
Okay. This one. That was it.
You're certain?
Yes.
Thank you.
So that's that.
What do you mean? That's that.
America, Russia, Spitsbergen. We call this area Orion's belt. As long as we have a good idea what the Russians are up to and vice versa, everyone is reasonably happy. We can coexist peacefully. But there's always a danger that one spark will ignite an explosion. Remember that Korean airline disaster when the whole world held its breath? Not because of those people who were murdered, but because of what the murder might lead to. Now you understand why we can't risk your incident becoming public knowledge.
And you don't give a damn that my two friends have been killed.
A Russian has also been killed.
The Russians fired first.
So you say.
Good evening, Mr. Ambassador.
Minister? On the one hand, we have the word of a man with a bad reputation and who has dubious political connections. On the other hand, we have a very delicate balance, which neither of us would like to see disturbed. Put this one rotten apple on the scales, and that balance would be completely disturbed. We'll have to ask ourselves, are we prepared to see the consequences? Would you jump off a thing like that?
Perhaps I could be persuaded. I doubt if I could be pushed.
In the meantime, what will happen to the man?
He will look after.
You will keep us informed?
As much as we think necessary.
Now you're free to go. And what do you think will happen? Once you set foot outside, you'll be taken care of. The best thing is that you disappear. We equip you with a new passport, new seaman's papers, a new identity. It's all arranged. There's a ship sailing for the West Indies tonight.
With the light. that you, Eva?
Tom, where are you? What's happened? Are you safe?
I'm in Oslo. I've just got away from Special Branch. Listen.
So it's true then. Yeah, they would.
Eva, come to Oslo. I see.
Had enough. Please get out.
Can I speak to the head waiter? I have to give a message to a guest in the restaurant. Her name is Eva Jelsen. She's sitting just below the balcony. She's got long blonde hair. No. You can't miss seeing her. Tell her to meet Tom at Waterfront. Yes, Tom. Thank you. Hey, there's a girl coming in a short while. Her name is Eva Jelsen. She's got a pink sweater and long blonde hair. Please, tell her to meet Tom in yard number 3. Thanks.
You are to meet him in yard number 3.
Where's that?
Downstairs and to the left.